Hey there, guys. Divine Messages 333. I'm Lisa. Thanks for joining me. If it's your first time, welcome. So, this video is going to be about some things that have come to my attention. And I was guided to do this video because I guess people need to be aware of this, and there's a if this resonates with you, there's a call to action, which is to do your homework, to study on what I'm going to talk about. If you are if you listen to this and you feel like as you're hearing what I'm saying, you're feeling like you need to look into this, then you're supposed to look into it, okay? So, all right, I have a few notes to keep me focused, and I'm gonna do my best to not make this a long video. Um, it gets a little iffy when I'm just kind of, you know, talking off the cuff, so we'll just see what happens. But I guess because I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed to like go into this, and I also I'd really like to give you guys like the link or the info, like, how you can. I saw this video this morning. Okay, yesterday I stumbled upon this YouTube channel. I am not going to say the name of the channel. I do not want to promote them. Uh, I I wish there was a way I could let people know about what I saw so they could see it without promoting them, and I can't. So, crap. Okay, my storage is getting low and I have to hurry it up. Okay, so basically, what I came across, I did read comments because I was like very curious, like how are people taking these videos and what the content in the videos. And what it was basically like narcissistic behavior and how to go about that, and um how to gaslight people. Oh, I took a bunch of notes. So it's like creating scenarios to breed mistrust, insecurity, paranoia, gaslighting, emotional manipulation, breadcrumbing, isolation of others, control. It's breeding self doubt. They're also using police interrogation tactics. And these are all um, life hacks for relationships. How to get your person to trust you over themselves, how to confuse a person by doing specific things in the environment. Um, these are tricks, tactics, to get a person to trust someone who's not trustworthy, and not trust yourself anymore, to isolate you, or the person that's being targeted, to isolate a person, and then have them like view the person that was isolating them as like a hero, someone reliable, the only person they can count on. Now in the comments, almost I don't think I saw one comment, and I didn't look a ton, but the ones I did, I looked. I don't believe I saw one comment stating that this is not good. This is not a good way to navigate through relationships. This is not a good way to, get your needs met. It's not a good way, to uh so these, I mean, I don't even have to say anymore. It's not good, right? But all these people in the comments, they think this is satire. It's very obvious. I don't know how it can't be obvious to other people. I don't know if it's because I am a seer and maybe other seers would see it as very obvious that this person isn't joking. They are mentally unstable, but they have also, and this is so true to like a covert narcissist, although this person is like completely not covert. They ain't fooling anybody. I mean, you can listen to this person for literally 2 minutes and you will understand what you're about to get yourself into. Okay? Um, but the tactics they're talking about, okay, so this person apparently has, they're wanting some type of acting or entertainment career in entertainment, where they can be known and famous. They are also, they said that they have been a teacher. I don't know who they were teaching. I don't know how old these people were. That they were not children. I know that. They were probably, um, teenager to like in college or something like that. I don't know how old, but I don't believe these people were, I don't believe they were very young. I didn't hear this person talk about it. They did, though, talk about the parents wondering about the kids' grades. So maybe they were younger people. Anyway, they also said that they used to be a couples therapist. And that these were things that through their career or their time as a couples therapist, they were able to either learn or create some of these tactics that you can apply in a relationship to give you what you want. It's not about getting the other person what they want or a mutual receiving. It is about getting what you want and only what you want, despite what the other person wants. It does, even if the other person wants complete opposite of what you want, this person is going to teach you how to manipulate, gaslight, physically sometimes intrude upon, to get your way in a relationship time and time again, to the point where you will finally be the puppet master and they will be your puppet. So before my video runs out because of my storage, the message I received for the collective is that if you've ever dealt with someone who is doing these things, or who has done these things, or you suspect someone might be doing these things, this sounds very familiar to you, you're supposed to like look into this. And maybe you can look up on YouTube. I wrote down, look up how people stalk people and what to watch out for if you're being stalked. That's the other thing. This person has this video. Again, all the comments were like in support of this person's behavior, thinking it's hilarious. And so this person was apparently stalking an ex on video, following them with binoculars and giving advice on how to do this. I know just from doing readings myself, that there are people who have people from their past, could be family, could be former business people, could be exes and friends that even teamed up with someone that you were close to. There are people that are watching this video, including myself, that are convinced. Some have evidence. Some have been able to catch some evidence, because these people are moving in silence, and they're really trying to be strategic and cover their tracks, and hide any like proof that they've done anything. But the thing is that criminals always slip up. They always slip up. And now we're not talking about annoying behavior. This is why you're supposed to do your homework and look into this. Also, this isn't going to be for everybody, and I'm not pushing this on. I'm not pushing any of this on anybody. Actually, it's what came to me, and I was guided to share it with you, because apparently people are going through this, and they need to be able to fight back. But if you don't know what the heck you are fighting against, you can't. It's like bringing a gun. No, it's like bringing a knife to a gunfight, right? That's not going to work out so well for you. And speaking of that, which I'm not pushing on anyone, and this is not for everyone, but if you are someone who has, and you got to really check yourself, okay? Because I'm not trying to feed into paranoia or PTSD. I have that myself, so I'm not knocking anyone or judging anyone, but I'm not trying to feed into any of that or trigger anything. And my personal suggestion is, if you've had these thoughts, then run it by other people that maybe haven't been in your situation but are level-headed. You trust their judgment, but understand they are not going to see things the way you do. If you're someone who's wondered about having to get some type of protection, a gun, a knife, or whatever's legal where you live, do your homework, check the laws, make sure that you're in the right mental state to have something like that. If you need to take some kind of lessons or get a license, a permit, instructions, something, do that. I'm getting that you need to be prepared for whatever may come your way. And I'm hearing that someone's unpredictable. So, like, I'm feeling, and if you're someone who watches readers somewhat frequently, consistently, you're kind of getting this consistent message, and it's of someone from your past. They're mad, they might want to retaliate or come back and start a fight. If you don't want that kind of crap, like, that person, they may be plotting and planning, but what I'm getting is, on any given day, they don't know if that's the day when they wake up. They don't know if that's the day. They don't know. And the thing is that they're kind of operating in this mindset like they're in control of this or something. But how do they know that you two aren't going to run into each other at like a store or, anywhere? So this person is they're not being real true to themselves. They're not being honest with themselves. They're telling themselves they're the ones in control. They're going to control when you two interact and how that's going to go down. And they're planning on triggering you somehow. But again, what I'm getting is, they won't know until that day comes, because it's going to be how they feel at that time? Are they going to come at you pissed off? Are they going to come at you heartfelt? Are they going to give you, they want to extend an apology and an offer? Or are they getting themselves so worked up that you're going to reject them and everything? They're just flying in like to totally take you off guard. Are they going to want to push your buttons? And I mean, so all different ways. Now, I will just share something about myself because some people might be listening to this and thinking, okay, you said you had PTSD, you know, and maybe you're just very paranoid and now you're coming on here and you're like scaring people, and you're letting the fears like dictate, what you say, what you do, all this stuff. So I was in a relationship that I am not in anymore. And for a while, this person, so we had a lot of books on like spirituality and different like occult things, just a lot of different stuff. Okay. But this person, the books they were reading were, one is called The Five Rings. Okay. So you can look that up, look into that. I never read that book before. At the time, I had not read that. I still haven't read the full book. But it didn't, at first I was like, whatever, it's always around. I don't know what it is. It must have something to do with the other books that we have, that because we're kind of like into the same stuff and whatever. But our relationship wasn't going so great. And this book was being read. And the more we were falling out and not getting along, I started to see this person a different way. They were operating in this different way, a way I had been with this person for many, many years. We're double digits. And this person was like had acted like my best friend. And then there was another book, and I can't remember what that book was. But so we ended up splitting up. And these books were still at the place we lived together at the time, and we split up. So I stayed at the residence, and those books were still there. Something kept telling me, open those books, look at those books. What are these about? What are these about? So The Five Rings is basically about its strategy on like dominating your opponent, your opposition, your enemy. And I was like, who the heck is the enemy? I don't even understand. What enemies do we have? I don't get it. Why are you reading this? Why are you reading this? What enemy? Well, within about a month, everything that took place within about a month after we split and I looked into these books, I realized who the enemy was. And that enemy was me. I was the enemy. And I didn't know I was sleeping with the enemy. I didn't know This person was educating themselves on how to dominate me, control me, annihilate me. They wanted to destroy me. Now, for some people, that could end in an actual result of you not being here on this earth anymore. For some people, it just means I want to completely crush your soul, destroy your confidence, and any trust you have in anything else other than me. And that is what I'm talking about. So, am I a little paranoid? Yeah. Yeah. I have PTSD. I went, and it wasn't from one relationship. I have probably had PTSD since I've been a child. I have been bullied throughout my whole 51 years on this earth. Even when I was a very, very young child, I have early memories of, like, I probably was 2 years old or younger, but there are memories I don't have that I have been told of, and they were incidents of being bullied, being ganged up on, physically ganged up on by multiple children when adults weren't helping me. So, yes. And I've also been in therapy for just about as long. And so I'm feeling very secure and stable and confident in what I'm bringing, because I'm not projecting my stuff. This is me bringing awareness to people who may hear about stuff like this and think, but nobody I would know would do stuff like that. I don't associate with people who do things like that. Well, I didn't think I did either. This person was also doing this right in front of my face every day. And that is what I'm talking about with the channel I stumbled on. I'm sure this person isn't the only person out there training people on this way of abusing people. And you got fellow humans supporting it, applauding it, doing it. These people are dangerous people, and this is to be taken seriously. This message is a warning, but it's more of a call to action, that if you have had these suspicions or these concerns, it is time to take it seriously, and hopefully nothing will ever happen. Hopefully that person that wants to confront you is going to wake up one day and either say it ain't worth it, or maybe they won't approach you in such an extreme way, or maybe they'll have someone else to focus on. I don't know. But the universe, God, your angels, your whoever, whatever you believe in, you don't believe in anything, fine. I'm just a person that's been through some shit, and I'm telling you that there might be someone in your immediate circle, or someone from your past that operates this way or isn't above it. if they came across that stuff and they thought they could pull it on you and you'd fall for it, they'll do it. Okay? So what I got when I was watching these things, because I'm like watching this like in horror, like holy crap. Even if this person is just trying to be famous and they really are acting, let's just give them that. Okay, let's just say, yeah, sure. You're a person from LA and you're just really trying to make it in Hollywood. You're just an actor. This is your creativity. You came up with this. First of all, why are you trying to push this? Why are you trying to push this kind of? This is the content you decided to come up with? Okay, very irresponsible. Very irresponsible to do to your fellow person, this fellow citizen, right? Horrible, horrible, horrible for society. Horrible. So, I mean, the thing is that the dangerous part, whether this person's serious or not, the dangerous part is there's people that are taking this very seriously and will put it into action. And you need to know about some of this stuff so that you will be ready to counter it if it shows up. I don't know why I'm starting to feel like I'm gonna start like yelling and like I don't I don't know if someone's been gaslighting themselves and saying, "Oh, this person wouldn't do something like that," or they're doing this right in front of my face. It's not that. Oh, the other thing is that this person is like talking about freaking apps to use to track people, okay, to stalk people, to get into their phones. They're talking about using Google Voice to manipulate things, to either get people to think that you are being treated on or cheated on, to get you to think you are being cheated on. And then they got this whole scheme with these apps and shit. It is insane. If I were to hear this, just heard someone saying this to me, my first thought would be, don't listen to that. It's negative. It's going to get you like paranoid and stuff. But no, my gut, my intuition, and the downloads I'm receiving are saying, no, 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 no. You need to educate yourself. You just need to know what's up. You need to know what's going on. You need to know. If you don't know what a narcissist is, you need to know. If you don't know the kind of tactics they will use, you need to know. I thought, up until like 2-3 years ago, I thought a narcissist was someone who just thought that they were good looking. I just thought that they were a conceited person. A little maybe delusional. Maybe a grandiose ego, but not a mental health issue. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know. I was very naive. And I'm talking to some people who are also apparently naive. You need to educate yourself before the situation that you end up in or are in is going to educate you the hard way. I'm sorry if this is coming off like I'm kind of, I don't know, coming off like